5 seconds remaining.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Ephyon. Cuz.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Damn it, they kind of spelled
It's your
like
turn
that.
to pick.
Anyway, welcome back. Another edition of Ephyon Cast Random Dota 2 pub games. It's been a while since I did something like this, but because my friend here started the game without inviting me. So now I'm gonna cast in the game and hope he loses.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
It's
remaining.
been a while since I did something like this. Don't mind me. Just having some ice cream while watching my friend lose, and the leech picked up. Lich's pick rate has gone through the roof ever since they made that change to his skill set. No more Dark Ritual, no more Ice Armor. Now they got his Sinister Gaze, and I can't remember what the Ice Armor thing is called. But whatever it is, it's really good. I love the fact that they changed it. It seemed much more offensive and more fun hero to play with. Rubik, Arana picked up on the Radiant side. Rubik obviously has been soared in popularity thanks to his amazing Mega Cypher Arcana, which he probably has. Grimstroke. Can go either way. Rubik will benefit a lot from seeing Grimstroke's spells, which all of them are damn good, but Grimstroke is also a pretty good counter against a lot of heroes thanks to his ultimate.
10 seconds remaining.
And let's not forget the fact that there's a leech in the game. You are gonna see 2 Chain Frost coming out, and that's gonna be a real pain in the ass. I've seen it happen. Unfortunately, I was on the receiving end. Not fun. Oh, Dire losing money.
Radiant team's turn to
And
pick.
what is this? A Magnus. Oh, I'm gonna see a PA come out on the Dire side soon, I think. Oh, Zeus picked up on the Radiant side. Haven't seen Zeus played that much lately. I don't know, I guess he's just not as great as he used to be. The big change to his Nimbus, where it doesn't receive a cooldown reduction the way Zeus does, it'll make a big impact on all his gameplay. Doom picked up on the Radiant side, Tiny on the Dire side. I like Doom, new one. With his Devour, it basically gives him like a permanent HP regeneration.
10 seconds remaining.
Very high HP regeneration. Fortunately, his lane
5
presence,
seconds remaining.
still kinda not there. Kinda needs a lot of setup to get going. He needs a lot of farm, needs a lot of items. He's in a weird state where he's a carry and is not a carry at the same time, if that somehow makes sense. Dire losing money, this one guy. Come on, I want to see a PA come up.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
What did I call you? Fucking called it. There's a PA on the other side. And worse still, there's a Tiny too. So, double empower, double the cleaving madness. And you have Grimstroke, so the daggers are gonna come out. It'll be epic. There'll be 4 daggers coming out, basically. Now last pick on the Radiant side. What are you going to pick? Because frankly, in all honesty, it's not looking very good for Radiant. Monkey King. Not sure how good that is going to be. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's put some bets. Who's going to win? Radiant or Dire? Frankly, Dire looks much more epic, that lineup. So it looks, I don't know, Dire's lineup looks a lot better in general. But no time like the present, let's get into the game. Time for a game of Dota. Hey, no one's Arcana here. I thought for sure that we had some Arcanas around. Oh, don't mind me guys, I am enjoying a bowl of ice cream.
Prepare for battle.
While I'm coughing this.
I think we can agree that this one is in the bag.
Alright. We'll be on the bottom with Monkey King. In the same thing, yeah, makes sense. It wouldn't really make sense for Doom to be there. He is a terrible carry. Well, still, it is sort of semi-carry up against 2 hard carries. This is going to be a very tough game for Radiant. sure I mentioned that already, but I have to emphasize the fact that they have Magnus and PA and Tiny on the same team. I mean, when they pick the Magnus, I sort of just see PA being picked anyway. It was just a matter of like who's gonna pick it first. I feel like Radiant could have picked it to
30 seconds
get it
to
out of their
pass.
hands, but yep, unfortunately that's not the case. So Magnus gonna be in the off lane with Leash from the looks of it. Ooh,
It's in the
6 streak. So this Zeus knows what the fuck he's doing. Sort of. I don't really have that much on his Roller Plus. Yeah, level 1. Not really that much. Oh look, it's a courier.
This ain't no snowball fight.
Arrow's gonna come in, Div comes up. Does not even get the bounty, but they're gonna get a kill, and that's definitely more than worth it.
Delivered first blood.
For
What is
Leech.
this? I came here to be
So
just
2 bounties each, looking pretty good. Doom, AFK, not sure what he's doing. Staring at the shrine like it's his lover. Now they've divorced. No, coming back. Just like my ex. And now he's back again to the shrine. He's waiting for the creep to spawn. Yeah, he's got Devourer, okay. So look at that. Regeneration rate 4. It's ridiculous. They ping it out. They know that he's missing. They only spawn at the 1 minute mark, my friend. So he's just gonna forego the first few waves, basically. Rubik at the bottom, your Monkey King up against Magnus. There's nothing much Magnus can do anyway. Leech running around looking for the Doom, and poor Doom is just like, just let me have my lunch in peace, man. Come on. No, shame on you. Shame on you. Looking for the net. Devour it. Nom 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 nom. For Leech, just gonna walk away. But in terms of effectiveness, it's a PA versus a Monkey King. And unless the Monkey King will get his Monkey King bar after getting his pattern rule back to him, there's really nothing much that they can do. I mean, Monkey King versus PA, I will always place my bets on PA, even if the Monkey King has a Monkey King bar. That's a fucking mouthful. Monkey King and the Monkey King bar. What the hell is the sound? Oh, the toss coming back. Doesn't toss close enough to the tower, but 2 tower hits probably would have ended the Zeus. And now, Leech. Still waiting to get the courier, I guess, but that's not gonna happen. Poor Doom is still at level 1. Gonna get the stun off. Doom might be in trouble right now. Sinister Gaze gonna bring him back in, and that is a death for the Doombringer, unfortunately. And PA gets the kill, so that's pretty bad. On the other hand, the bottom lane, Magnus dies down, so I guess it's a fairly even trade, but again, PA getting a kill is much worse than Monkey King getting a kill. Yeah, late game potential is something much higher, and Tiny may be able to get the kill onto Zeus. One more slap. Does he get it? He does not have a ball or anything like that. Oh, maybe he can toss a tree. And oh, Mother Nature says, fuck you, Zeus. God of Lightning loses to the God of Trees. Well, bottom lane, Magnus. Just having tons of trouble against his Monkey King here. The toss guns down, but doesn't actually achieve anything with that. No follow-up. Mirana. Not sure what she's planning to do. Got no regen, walking around at half HP. I'm still wondering why Zeus hasn't like bolted and like look around for it. He has a, especially since he has a bottle now. Arrow. Probably gonna come up very soon from the Mirana. Zeus has to be very careful. Arrow going to land onto Tiny, but is it gonna be enough? Not a lot of damage coming out. Or is it? Maybe it's not gonna be enough after all. The sun's gonna come down, but it's too late. It's gonna be the death of the Tiny. And well, he has found the ward basically. So a free ward goes towards the Zeus. Arrow going to barely miss, unfortunately. He gets a kill onto Rubik, but in turn gets killed by the Monkey King. So fairly good trade, all things considered. Grimstroke has come down to the bottom to try to help his fellow Rhinoceros, Magnosaurus, whatever they call him. but it'll be very tough for them to kill. In fact, the combo of Magnus and Grimstroke might be able to finish off Rubik instead. The stun and the silence coming out from Grimstroke will probably be enough to take him down. Meanwhile, Doom doing his best, trying to just maintain farm, because there's no way he can actually stop the TA from farming anyway. So let's take a look at the net worth. Current net worth, PA and Monkey King pretty close, pretty near each other, and Magnus gonna go straight in. Rubik might be going down, but the arrow manages to land onto the poor Magnus. Grimstroke trying to get some last hits onto Rubik, but realizes, oh, might not be the best place to be. One more hit, a leap. Oh, the cell is just gonna delay the inevitable. Grimstroke goes down, the cell actually gets wasted. Poor Grimstroke. Meanwhile, Doom, oh, tries to go for the bounty rune, but the level 2 leech has managed to get it instead. Still somewhat in favor of Radiant so far, at least in the early game. Not sure whether the situation will change later on when they reach the mid game. Regeneration rune on Zeus, one of the best runes available for him. Just gonna spam it, but oh, the regeneration rune gets taken out. But that's right, mostly make full use of it. Arrow gonna go on to leech. It's like a two-pronged fight coming out, but there's no disable coming out. Not sure they're gonna be able to take it out, or will they? Doom rushing in. There's ice versus fire, and ice melts down to the fiery pits of Doom. Grimstroke and Magnus on the bottom lane, trying their best to get some hits onto the Monkey King, but Monkey King's net worth is actually pretty decently high, 200 ahead of the PA. But yeah, not too sure whether Monkey King can live up to his name as the king. There is the Empress on the top lane, the Empress of Crits. Seems like a big fight might be coming up soon. Tiny and Grimstroke. Meanwhile, PA is still farming. Last hit seems to be in favor of PA for the time being. Well, she does have a dagger to help her farm. Sun's gonna come out, but nothing's gonna happen. Meanwhile, Grimstroke, Lift gonna come out. No arrow available, just a little bit off by like 1 or 2 seconds. And meanwhile, top lane, Doom is doomed. Or is he? The fire coming out, the fits, the self, not enough to save him. Unfortunately, Random Assassin so low in HP, almost takes her down. If only he had learned 1 level Inferno Blade, might have been able to finish her off with the fire burn at least. Fortunately, that's not the case, so that's too bad. Bottom lane, Monkey King and Rubik still up against the Magnus, who's still at level 4. Very unfortunate for him. He's died quite a bit. Will Liv come out soon? Liv drops down. Silence comes out, but that's not really going to matter. Oh, but the stun might be. The stun comes out, taking quite a bit of damage, but doesn't look like that's gonna be enough. Jingu procs, and Monkey King is just gonna regain all the health that he has with just 2 more hits. A crazy bonus lifesteal, 30%. 90 damage. So when Smacks comes up, ooh, that stroke. Meanwhile, top lane, Leech, level 3, gotta be careful. Could easily go down to a arrow combo. And Zeus is level 6, so that's another thing you need to worry about. And the sun's gonna come in. Is that toss gonna be enough? Not enough for the whole combo, it seems. Zeus trying to go in, arrow comes out, and poor Tiny is gonna be reduced to even tinier fractions, and that's a regeneration rune for Zeus. Leech just comes down just in time to watch his friend die. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, speaking of death, the Magnus is dead, and Grimstroke might be next. 1 more hit comes down, double kill for the Emperor of the Monkeys.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Oh,
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
free kill for the Zeus. Ice cream, delicious. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Magnus going up onto the poor Rubik. That's 3 against 1. Make that 4. The silence coming in, stuns coming out as well. That seems somewhat a bit overkill. Oh no, Wukong's command for the Monkey King. That may be a bit of a mistake. Very good team fight skill there, my friend. Finally takes 1 point into it. 4 heroes, 3 heroes at the bottom. Each gonna plant a ward there. Gain vision of the bottom lane. Monkey King trying to go onto the Magnus. Is it gonna be enough? Silence comes out. It's not gonna have Wukong's command, or will he? He could go for it if he wants to. It now or never. Here it comes. The fear comes out. Sinister Gaze as well. The sun might be coming out. Wukong's command does not manage to come out still. And oh, poor Monkey King actually goes down. The Sinister Gaze is stolen by the Rubik, but doesn't actually does anything much. The stroke of fate is going to miss, and Magnus gotta be careful, taking quite a bit of damage. Very low HP, and Zeus finishes him off. Grimstroke, very low in HP. Is it gonna be enough? Stroke of fate, just barely misses, and the silence gonna come out onto the Grimstroke, and he completely whips it. The shield is coming in, and it's gonna be enough to finish him off. Marana coming in, wants to avenge his friend. It's gonna be enough. He's got no mana, he's got a bottle, but he does not have a chance to actually use it. Leap's available if he wants to go in. Arrow gonna come out. It's probably gonna hit that siege unit. It does not. Oh, Frost Shield not available, and the stun is gonna come straight down. Wukong's command comes out as well. Grimstroke, who's your daddy? But that Frost Shield blocking a lot of the damage. In fact, Miranda might actually go down. Oh, the hot wave finishes him off. Wukong getting the fuck out of there. No more allies to use. Leech might want to be careful, taking a lot of damage. The Doom comes out and dooms the poor Magnus. Ice Frost Shield gonna be used up yet again. Is Doom gonna be enough to finish it off? Sinister Gaze used onto the poor Monkey King. That's tossed back. Leech goes down to the Doom. Grimstroke, very low HP, but it's not gonna be safe for now. Stroke of Fate finishes and all. PA gets in the action too. Doom can only run away, and all gets tossed in. The PA comes in, gets the crits off as well. Rubik might be next to fall down. PA level 10. The arrow's going to miss. She's struggling, looking for a target, but not may be able to find it. But that fight goes heavily in favor of the Dire. Zeus trying to look for kill for Leech. Oh, Leech is still level 5. Oh, that poor bastard. He is so low level 5. He's gonna die so easily to the Zeus. And Zeus has an ether lens, so he's gonna have like almost infinite range to his bolts. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do, you see. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I have forgotten all my commands apparently. Now, you can see the team net worth is now barely even to each other, and Tiny wants to go for a kill, but he might be biting off more than he can chew. Finds Mirana, he blinks out. Arrow going to let, oh, barely hits the Tiny. Doom rushing in, doing his best. The stun, it's like so freaking forever. The stun comes out from the Tiny, but is it gonna be enough? 2 more lead, 1 more, and that's the death of the Tiny, breaking into pieces. I get ganked though. Leech coming in, the stun comes out. Sinister Gaze, is it gonna be used? The arrow comes out, and the Leech is taking so much damage. Oh no, the Chain Frost comes out as well. Doom taking a lot of damage. Silence comes out from the Grimstroke. PA gonna come in, not enough to kill off the Magnus, but the Leech does go down to the Mirana, and the Soul Bind comes out. Is Grimstroke gonna be fine? The stun comes out onto the Doom, and oh no, Grimstroke might actually go down. 1 more Kadoken. Oh, doesn't even need that. Zeus comes out, finishes them off. A lot of fights coming out. 3 deaths on both sides. Slightly in favor of the Radiant, but yeah, just barely. Tiny actually not doing too freaking well, all things considered. And PA seriously needs to get some farm. Gets Vladimir's offering to help get some regeneration, some lifesteal. Not sure if that is the case. She probably needs some hard damage item right now. Maybe preferably a Desolator, or maybe even a Cleave, so that you have Empower and then you have that Cleave. You have even more splash damage. Meanwhile, mid lane Zeus going for the Grimstroke. Does get that kill onto that poor Grimstroke. That's a lot of kills, but he might be killed in return. The stuns come out, and the bitch slap from Tiny finishes him off, and maybe they might get another kill. And oh no, he gets stunned yet again just when he gets to the rune, just before he even gets it. The stun's gonna come out. Hello, Tiny. I hope you like. Gets denied by the Magnus, but for his work, he might actually go down, or maybe not. The cross shield goes onto the poor Rubik. PA's coming in. The stun barely misses, and the crits come out, finishes off the poor Rubik. It just hits the Magnus for some reason. The hit goes down onto the Doom. The Doom might be regretting this. 3 more seconds before the Scorch. Is the Scorch attack is going to work? It comes straight out. Oh, and the crits finishes him off. So much action in this game. 15 minutes into the game, and there are already 37 kills. Holy moly. That's 2 kills a minute. Ripstroke goes for shopping. Has an arcane boot, yay! Goes for bounty runes for his teammates.
But I'm worth
Leech
so
also
much
doing
more.
his job,
Dyer's
getting
middle
bounty
tower
runes for
isn't
his
going to
team
last
as well.
For the dead.
Drops a ward. And now in the bottom lane, Tiny looks like he wants to go for the Monkey King, but they do scout him out thanks to the placement of the sentry ward at the bottom, on top lane. Observer ward drop, so they do know that there's observer ward there. I think, yep, the Radiant team definitely knows that it's been dropped. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, Tiny gonna be broken down even into smaller pieces, but he's so very tanky. Will they be able to finish it off? Leap, no more leaps coming out, but the stun is dropped down instead. And the stun is not enough to finish it off. The bolts and Grimstroke helps his allies. Meanwhile, the leech might actually go down, so buying user, but that's not enough to save his poor teammate. Meanwhile, Grimstroke might be the next to fall as well. The bolt comes up, finishes him off. PA is gonna come in. Magnus does have RP available. They might want to be careful before everything goes to hell and back. And the bolt comes out. The cleave and power is on the PA, but can't really do much about it. Seems that right now they're having a pretty hard time trying to get the team fights. They're just simply not farming that well. And power onto both Tiny and PA. So this might be the time when they actually finish them off.
Dyer's
5 heroes from the Radiant side on the bottom lane. They want to go for it. Doom might want to be careful. They might be able to find him, and they do find him. Will they gonna do anything? Doom is gonna man fight it, but he's so damn tanky. Stuns coming out, cleaves coming out as well. And gonna go straight for the RP, but cancels it just in the last second. It might be taking a lot of damage. Chain Frost comes out and might just hit both him and the Zeus. Doesn't actually chain that much, but Zeus is probably gonna go down. Crits finish him off. The stun onto the Magnus prevents him from going any further, and the Monkey King is leaping up. He's trying his best to run the fuck away, and he's just gonna TP top to farm. And they see him, they know that he's on top. This might be a good time for them to push down tower. With 2 heroes dead, there's nothing much they can do, especially with the death of the Zeus. And Leech will stop dying to tiny lightning bolts. So much action in this game. Meanwhile, bottom, Doom has CP down. They do know that he's there. The ward is there. They see him. Rubik's all alone. They might want to go for it. Grimstroke. Well, speaking of Rubik, he does actually go down, and Doom might be the next to go down. There's no stun available, but almost has that toss, and they decide to just let him go for today, because they can still concentrate on the bottom lane.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
Ooh,
Looks
the
like
toss
Dire
comes in.
fortified their structures.
And this tower is most definitely gonna go down to the Dire. Meanwhile, Radiant, they're pinging out the mid lane. Oh no, wait, that's where the Dire ping out. They want to defend the
Radiant's
T1
bottom
tower
has
over there.
problems. Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
Has gone in favor of the Dire. Slowly but surely they're getting their lead back, and that means bad news for the Radiant, because you certainly do not want the PA to farm, and that's a Desolator. She's basically getting a free Battle Fury from the from the Magnus anyway. We're gonna see what she will get next. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they find the Rubik. He's just gonna die again. Stroke of Fate just touching straight at the tip, and the stun comes down. Oh my goodness, is that gonna be enough? Oh, just barely manages to get the kill onto the Rubik. Meanwhile, mid lane, PA going for the tower. This tower is not gonna last very long. Fortification is gonna be used up, but only delays inevitable. The 5 of them are team. They smoked up. They're looking for someone to kill. They're pinging it out. PA is the bait, and she's a delicious, delicious bait.
Are those cracks in Dyer's top
Meanwhile,
tower?
the top tower, they're not even getting it too. They're just way too slow. They don't have any pushing capabilities. They're trying their very best, but it seems like the TPs are coming out. All the TPs, they're coming in. Is it going to be enough? The dagger comes out. Arrow's going to miss. Leech rushes straight in. They won't need that vision. The frost coming down. Is it gonna be enough? They need sinister gaze. Hello, look at me when you are here. Zeus just trying his best to run away. Tiny gets doomed, but the crit 600 crit finishes off the poor Zeus. And oh no, Magnus, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Gets smacked out. Tiny is still doomed, but that's not gonna be enough. Doom is in so low level. He's so low on HP. He goes down, and the soul bind goes onto the poor Miranda. And Monkey King comes out. Wukong command summons his brothers, and oh, the skill pushes him out of Wukong's command. He's completely whiffed up. He's trying his best. The stun's gonna come in, might be able to finish off the poor Monkey King. And the crits, they're coming in. Tiny tosses it now, and this finishes off. Tiny is trying to toss him back in and finish them off. That's a team wipe for the Radiant. This is not looking good for the Radiant. Crits. So much crits coming in. This tower is not gonna last very long. Look at that damage. 200 damage per hit. Not taking into account the Desolator, by the way. Reduced armor by 7. This tower is not gonna last very long. Goes down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Right now, strictly in favor of the Dire. These shots don't lie. They need one good, one good team fight, but it's really hard because the Dire side basically have all the team fight capabilities on their side. They have reverse polarity, they have chain frog, they have Tiny's AoE stuns. Basically, the only thing that the Radiant really have is their Wukong's command, and a good way to set up thanks to Moonlight Shadow. But they're also squishy, just like this poor little Zeus. Toss comes in, Tiny, oh, just gonna run away. Zeus didn't even have a chance to actually do anything. Doom just activated the shrine and basically watch his friend die. Meanwhile, Rubik is gonna be the next to go in. Speaking of Tiny, the toss comes back in, and once again, Doom watches his friend die. Oh my god, this is like some Final Destination bullshit for Doom. And he's the protagonist of all the movies. Poor Doom. Well, they're pinging out. They want to go for Roshan. There's really nothing much the Radiant can do about this. Their gameplay, for now, the Dire's gameplay is pretty much as smooth as peanut butter. They're gonna be able to get him. Stun's gonna come in. Frost Shield keeps her alive. There's evasion. This is ridiculous. The combo available coming out from this. They're gonna get Roshan. It won't really take that long. Okay, it's taking a little bit longer than I thought. They apparently do not have that much damage. And there's absolutely nothing that the Radiant can do about it. They could try to go for Tiny, but Tiny still manages to run the fuck away. So it's basically PA going mano a mano against Roshan with a little bit of help from Grimstroke, smacking with his little ink stains. Ta-da! Oh no, Roshan's Christmas hat. No. Meanwhile, Zeus, I wanna be careful. 1k crits. And PA, she's out for vengeance. She needs to kill something. Will she be able to kill? Well, Zeus actually goes down. Monkey King, he runs the fuck away. And that's an Empower on the Tiny and the PA, who now has a BKB. So, yep, no. It's gonna basically no-sell everything that the Radiant has. The only thing that can stop her right now is Doom. And Mirana might be the next to go down. They do not have the dagger to go in for her, but it doesn't really matter. Now they know they're pinging out. They know that there's a ward over there now. Arrow gonna come in, does not hit anybody, and that's the best it's gonna do. Basically scouting out the rest of the lane.
Where did Radiant's middle tower go?
11k if advantage and in favor of the Dire. 31 kills versus 22. Monkey King is basically being like a pirate's nest there. Arr. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be careful. The arrow is going to miss, and reverse polarity does not get used, but he gets Doom instead. And the soul bind comes up. Wukong's command is going to be dropped as well, but it's just basically going to keep them onto each other. The chain frost, double chain frost comes in. Oh no, Monkey King is going to go down next. Doom goes down. Rubik is dead as well, and the Monkey King is following suit. Buybacks coming out from Doom and Monkey King, and the Zeus goes down thanks to the crits as well. BKB is going to be used up. Mirana jumps in. Not sure what she's going to do about it. There are no leaps available, and she gets smacked down to death. And the Monkey King goes down as well. It's almost a team wipe. There's Doom, and Doom might be next to go down as well. He's got a lot of HP, but it's not enough to save him from the wrath of PA, and that's an ultra kill for the Tiny. So very sad. Well, Rubik and Mirana are back, but not sure what the heck they can do about it. Level 8 and level 9. Oh, Moonlight Shadow gonna be used up. Do they have dust? Do they need the dust? Just need one more shockwave. They just need to find it. Will they find it? They won't be able to find her. But this Rax, this lane is most certainly gone. Desolator reducing that armor, making it very easy to finish it off. And the Raxes, both of them are gonna go down. Range Rax goes down, melee Rax goes up next. Arrow gonna come in, not gonna hit anything, and the Zeus, oh, Rubik almost dies, and the BKB is gonna be used, but it's just, at this point, it's just a matter of, I'll use it to intimidate you. And the top tower is gonna go down, Toss jumps straight in, tower goes down, Raxes are next. And there's only like just 3 of them over here, and then decided that, no, we've had our fun. I think that's enough. Let's get the fuck out of here. Not looking very good for the Radiant. And they're going for the Shrine. The Shrine didn't even last that long. Wow. All that damage coming out. Ridiculous. Invisibility rune on the Tiny if he wants to use it. Meanwhile, top lane. They want to be careful. All the wards that are coming in. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, PA got the Frost Shield up. Nimbus is actually used down. Not sure how much good that's going to use. Chain Frost comes up. Fear used onto the Doom. Hey Doom, do you fear death? You better be. Doom comes out onto the Tiny, but doesn't seem to be enough. He is going down. Godlike Streak got taken down by the Doom, but only Zeus is available. He's the only one left. It's one man against the entire world. Can he do it? Maybe he can win. Perhaps a God of Lightning will be able to finish this off. Mount Olympus calls to you, Zeus. You can do it. Go for them. Go for them. Atos gonna be used up, and oh, poor Zeus gonna be lifted up, coming in. Maybe lift like the fountain does not actually happen, and oh no, the skill comes in. Magnus loses his life just so he can get the kill onto poor Rubik, and it's a complete team wipe for the Radiant side. Well, okay, not really. Monkey King's back. Maybe it would be his ascension to Emperor. They find him. Then he jumps back down. So I decided, nah, fuck this. I'm going for another throne. Frozen Shield doing a lot of work in this game. And this tower, they're just gonna go down. Magnus buys back, but at this point, I'm not sure what's the point. PA gets stunned, gets tossed back for fun. And now the Soul Bind's gonna come out. Wukong's command is gonna be used up as well. That's a double chain frost coming in. Oh, all the damage is coming up. The dagger crit finishes off the poor Rubik. And Aegis finally goes down. Only because it's expired. Just like, a decade-old jar of peanut butter. Mirana trying her best. Not sure where she can run to, but that's the end of the throne. And oh, poor Magnus is just gonna go in and die, and well, why not, in exchange for the death of the throne. Poor Radiant side. Well guys, if you enjoyed that video as much as I did casting it, just hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, for another edition of Ephyon Cast Random Dota 2 Pub Games.